What's up, guys? Will H, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the things I don't like about the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. So I made a video about a week or so ago about the things that I like about it. This time around, things I don't like. Now, I knew about some of these things before I picked it up. Some of them can be corrected with using accessories and things like that. So none of them are deal breakers. But that doesn't change the fact that I don't like some of the things that I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and begin. So one of the first things I don't like about this device is how slippery it is. Now, Samsung did a great job. They used some great materials building this, making this device a complete turnaround from the previous folds that we had. Just beautifully crafted and just looks excellent and feels great in the hand, but it's very slippery in the hand as well. Now, that could be very easily corrected using a case or a skin or something like that. But a lot of people, they want to be able to carry their devices in their hand without adding accessories to it. But just unfortunate, the material that they use these days, not only with this phone, but a lot of phones, it's just slippery. You put this on a surface, if it may try to slide off. You put it in your pocket, it's going to try to slide out. But yeah, so that's one thing I don't like. And like I said, with accessories like a skin or a case, that eliminates the slipperiness of it right there. So another thing that I don't like about this device is it's kind of hard to open without a case. Now, I don't have really long fingernails, so it's kind of a struggle sometimes, especially if you have lotion or something on your fingers or your hands. Then it's going to be kind of hard to open up. Now, they wish they would have put like a little divot in there where you can kind of get your fingernails or make it a little bit easier to open up. But yeah, without a case, got to be ready. This device is kind of hard to open up. So the next thing I don't like about this is the wobble, man. This thing wobbles real bad when you set it down. Now, a lot of people said that's no big deal. To me, it is. You may be, doing something where you can't hold your phone in your hand, and you may just want to stroll on your social media threads or something like that. You're going to get a wobble. You're going to get light flashing back and forth on your device. Now, I know you guys see my light there on the display there, but just a lot of wobble with this device. And if you open it up, the wobble is not as bad, but you still have the wobble. It's still going to be present there. In a certain area, it's going to be wobble. So I know why it's there. We all know why it's there. They had to make the cameras stick out for the build of it right there. Maybe they can take this piece here and eliminate it or drop the cameras a little closer. I guess if they could have done that, they would have. But yeah, that wobble is bad. And some people say don't worry about it. And it can be eliminated to a certain point with some cases. I do have cases where you can put it on there and it's not so much wobble. And as you guys see with my OG Fold here, no wobble at all. And so yeah, that's kind of a thing that I don't like. Sometimes I have my case off of it and, just sitting around chilling, want to set it down and just stroll. Well, you can't do that. So no big deal. Put a case on it, keep it moving, but just something, like I said, these are things that I don't like. So the next thing I don't like, even though they made it wider, it could be wider. There are times where you're strolling in your social media. This is wider. It's better for typing on a little bit better. But this is kind of cramped, man. When you're used to using it against, regular slab phones, like, say, for instance, the iPhone is much wider. You get to see so much more on the display. Now, I know that this is a fold, and like I said, I knew it was a little bit wider, but I'm just saying, it could be wider. If you get into something like my OG Fold here, and we go into a social media here, you can see so much more. So my only thing I'm saying that this could be wider, a little bit wider than what it is. I do appreciate that they did make it this wide. So that's one thing that I, don't like so much. The next thing is no S Pen support. So with my Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, I always use the S Pen. Use it for things like taking notes, highlighting things, copy and paste, just strolling around doodling. With a device this size, man, and it can be a productivity device, for a student taking notes and different things like that, the S Pen should be still there, man. So I'm getting used to using it without the S Pen. There are some alternatives, from what I understand, that won't have the features, like the Samsung S Pen. But yeah, I just wish they still had the S Pen. That's one thing I don't like about it. And probably the last thing is no big deal. The speakers on here are not the loudest, and I wish the speakers were a little bit louder than what they get. I'm not going to try to do your sample over YouTube. I've tried those videos. They don't come out too great. But I guess because the device is so thin, I don't know if they're using smaller speakers, I would assume, but they're not nearly as loud as I would like them to be. But yeah, those are just a few things that I don't like about it. Like I said, majority of them were about the physical aspects of the device and not so much the software. Now, I'll talk about the software part of it in another video as well, about things I don't like about it or things that I wish were there or, things like that. So, yeah, this is the things that I don't like about the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. Catch you guys in the next video. Will H. I'm out.